Please guys, check these compasses now. When I change the color here, the color of those compasses change. Hello and welcome back to another episode, guys. So today, as you can see, I have revealed many steps all at once because why? Turns out I accidentally changed my microphone settings and the previous recordings were all garbage. So I wasted one day of effort and noticed it when I was editing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to delete all of this, and why I'm sharing this so that you can maybe appreciate it a bit more and support and give me some likes and feedbacks, because I'm fighting Murphy every day, guys. So let's reveal what we will learn. So we are gonna learn today the symbols, and we will have a coloring recap and learn about the themes. So let's delete. I'm gonna use this tool on the symbols bar and delete all of these at once. As you can see, my filters are all checked, so this should delete everything. And then I'm gonna press G. I'm gonna click on my eraser. I'm also using this as an opportunity to remind you. And I'm gonna delete all of this. Then I will go to water, check the water brush, and use the water brush eraser and repeat the same to take the color here. Okay, so the symbols, guys, the symbols. In this episode, when we are checking the symbols, we will also have an opportunity to learn about the custom colorability. Yes, the colorability that I have been talking about all this time, the other way of coloring in Wonderdraft. So let me give you a quick introduction of how Wonderdraft assets work in general. So we have the mountains here. You all remember that. And as you can see, they are white and they pick the color from the ground. That means they are sample colorable. And when you go to symbols here and click on this castle icon, and the shortcut for that is also S, you will open the panel for choosing objects and symbols. And on this panel, you will see that there are many icons. Some of them are already colored, some of them are custom colorable. And here, to show you the normal colored assets, I'm going to choose this bridge. For example, there's no way for us to change the color of it. We will learn about the third option, the custom color. When you open the symbols, on the right top panel, you see these three colors, these three boxes. And let me show you some magic. I'm coming down here. Please guys, check these compasses now. When I change the color here, the color of those compasses change. This is what custom colorable means. It basically allows us to pick three colors for the asset and assign those colors to the RGB colors that was used when the asset was colored. Yeah, it doesn't make sense much now, but when we are importing custom assets, this information will be very valuable because it will help us to make sure that the assets work the way we want. So now, to add some assets and also to teach you the other functions here, I'm going to go down, choose custom colors here. So these are some shapes that will represent some settlements. I'm going to choose a dark red and let's use black. So these are custom colored symbols. I will now place them on the map. So one here, one there, maybe a castle here. So when I was adding them, maybe you noticed that I changed the size of the castle. How I did that? I basically turned the mouse wheel up and down. This will change the asset size when you're replacing the symbols. You can also do the same here on the top bar manually. When you toggle it like this, it will jump 5 points every time. So it's like 95, 90, 85, 80. But if you want, you can click here, double click here, and give it another number. So you don't have to stick with fives. And this is how you size it, how you change the size of it. Another thing is when you click this advanced option, you have mirror symbol. Now, as you can see, my castle is mirrored. The flag is looking the opposite way. If you press this and then choose any packs here, these are pre-organized folders. Every time you press, it will give you another random asset from here. And this symbol rotation, if you change it, your symbols will turn, but there is also a shortcut to do it, which is holding spacebar and then turning the mouse wheel. And a tip here, when you are placing symbols, before you put them on the map, if you hold space, you're going to be able to change the symbol's rotation, but it will not work with the mountains and trees. As you can see, I am unable to rotate it. I can mirror it using the shortcut for mirroring, which is Alt, but space will not work. In order to rotate mountains, yes, we can rotate mountains, you click and then choose the mountain and hold space to rotate. What else we have left? Size, advanced options, rotating, choosing the assets here. You can also search assets here on this bar. For example, I have chosen all because it will only search whatever folder is picked here. Compass, and here we go. I have all the compasses. So let's also add one. And now I will show you something else. So I want this compass to be in front of this mountain, but behind this mountain. What can I do? So there is a way of layering in Wonderdraft, which is different than the tools that we are used to, like Photoshop and Canva. We click on it, and when we choose any asset, it will show us this layer panel. From here, if we choose, is it going to be front, is it going to be in the back, we can manually adjust the layers. Normally, when you're placing the assets, Wonderdraft already does it automatically in a way, which kind of depends on the size and the center of the asset. For example, if I place this mountain here, it will be most probably behind that castle. But if I put it here, it will be most probably in front of that castle. In time, you get used to it and it becomes really easy and practical. But when you have these kind of situations, you will need to adjust those layers manually, just like the way I showed. Let's add another symbol here. I want this to be behind this, in front of this, and if I put this behind and in front, now I see that it is visible under the mountain, so I don't want this. So I'm lifting this up and choosing these mountains and sending them back one layer. So now it can be in between and it will not look under this one. So these kind of adjustments will require manual plays with the layers. Let's add this guy here. And let's add a colored land monster. Now I want this to be behind this, but in front of these mountains. What I can do, I can choose only mountains here, make a big selection like this, send them all back. So the layering between the mountains will not change. So none of them will overlay each other because I adjusted all of them at once. And now this is in front of the mountain, these mountains, and behind it, this one. So the monster coming out from the mountain range and the tail is in between the ranges. So now what we covered, how to set symbols, how to move them around. We already learned about the filter, the layering, the coloring options in Wonderdraft. So I think we are good for this episode. On the next one, we are going to have a recap. I'm going to fully color this map. It's going to be a reminder, and then we will also learn how the themes work, which is here. I told you that I will cover this later. So now it is time. Make sure to like and support, give me some feedbacks, and help me fight this Murphy, because every time it causes trouble, and your supports will give me enough energy to. So thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.